guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amanda. This is my third pregnancy and I'm pregnant with identical twin boys. I have two toddler boys already, and in today's video I wanted to share with you what's going in my hospital bag for labor and delivery. I feel like I am a pro at this by now, so if this is your first time packing your hospital bag, then maybe you can take some of these ideas or tips and it'll help you, just to have peace of mind what you need to bring with you and what you don't need. So I'm gonna jump right in and share my personal favorites with you and things that I'm actually not going to be bringing. Let's start with what I'm not bringing to the hospital. I will not be bringing my own pillow, my own blanket, my own supplies for the babies in regards to diapers, wipes, formula, all of that stuff, because the hospital will have all of that. And the reason why I'm not bringing my own pillow and blanket is because I find the hospital to be kind of a gross place in my opinion. I don't want my personal favorite pillow in the hospital near all the gross things and guts and body parts and random strangers in the room. So I like to keep my stuff like personal for my house. Same with my blanket. And the less things I bring, the less things I have to unpack and wash when I get home. The last thing I want to be doing is a huge load of laundry of all of my hospital supplies. So I'm really going to try and keep that to a minimum. I did not bring my own things the last time, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because I did not want to deal with that when I got home or have to throw away a favorite pillow or anything like that. I also utilize the hospital gowns because, let's face it, when you are giving birth, the gowns get kind of gross, and there has been a time where I've stayed in that same gown for a day or two because I just physically could not get up, shower, or whatever it may be. So the last thing I want to be doing is just making my own clothes pretty gross. Now I will bring some outfits, which I'll show you guys for once I'm starting to feel better, get my shower, going home, things like that. But as far as the giving birth process, I don't want to be wearing any of my own things. I just want to leave that at the hospital and not see those items again. I also recommend not bringing your own underwear because the hospital will be supplying you with these giant mesh underwear, and seriously, you don't want to be washing your own underwear after birth, in my opinion. So I just use all their stuff. Again, it's disposable, things I can leave behind. I can bring them home, put them right in the trash, not have to worry about sanitizing laundry, getting stains out, and all that stuff. Anything to make your life easier with a newborn, or in my case, two newborns. So that's what I plan on using. So let's jump right in. I'm going to show you guys what's in my bag first and then what's in the bag for the twins. They have their own bags. But I learned very quickly after my second birth that after giving birth you will have severe cramps, or in my case very severe, and I've talked to a lot of other moms and their cramps were pretty bad also. For me, it was just as bad as the childbirth portion. So I'm going to be bringing my own heating pad for after birth with the twins. The hospital supplied me with absolutely nothing in regards to that. Their only solution was to prescribe me oxys, and I did not want to take those after birth, so I just sat there with Motrin and cried in pain. It was pretty excruciating because your uterus is shrinking back down from having a baby, and this time I'm much larger, so I'm anticipating that the cramps will be much worse. If they're not, that's great. I'm just being realistic with you guys. So I went ahead and got this heating pad on Amazon. I'll try and link everything down below that I can. It was on sale for $14.99, and then I'm sure I will use this many times after for back pains, cramps, things like that. So I'm definitely bringing this with me this time. And I'm also going to be bringing my carpal tunnel wrist brace, which are upstairs, because I went to the hospital with carpal tunnel last time. I have it again now, and I forgot to bring my braces, and they had absolutely nothing to help me out there. So I just sat there with my hands up like this on pillows, and it was so uncomfortable. It did nothing to help. And again, the only solution that I was offered is just pain medication, pain medication, pain medication, which I'm all for the epidural, but I do wish that I had things to make me more comfortable when I was in pain. So definitely going to bring the wrist braces and going to be bringing this heating pad for sure. Sorry I'm so out of breath. Carrying the twins around is really physically demanding on me this pregnancy. It was not quite this hard the last 2 pregnancies, even though they were in the summer. This has just taken the life out of me. If you've ever had twins and you are someone of my stature, 5'2", then you would know. And if you're caring for toddlers at the same exact time solo, then you would definitely know. But I have my little, this is my like toiletry slash makeup bag. I still have to put some of my makeup in there, but I got these little Gorilla, I think it's Gorilla Grip. Yeah, Gorilla Grip brand reusable bags. And in this one I just have some hair supplies. I have a scrunchie, a little fold out brush that has a mirror, and then a hair clip. Definitely will be using those probably during labor and after. Also in this little bag I have a lotion. You definitely want to bring lotion, a chapstick for sure. Have my favorite deodorant in there. What else do I have? Oh, a cover up stick. Where I could get like new supplies that I knew were inexpensive, I did go ahead and get those. I have this Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. This was like a sample that I got in one of my Christmas advent calendars, so I put that in there. Some tweezers. I always like to make sure, you know, I'm on top of my hygiene game. And then also some, these are cleansing palettes, I guess, for your face. I got these in my bump box. I think I also, let me see. Oh, I have a few more items that are toiletries that are in a separate bag. These are more so like my daily use items, like my lotion and all of that. And then I have to put a few makeup items in there. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna bring. Maybe just some like Bare Minerals foundation, a mascara, or like a mini eyeshadow palette. I don't think I wore makeup for either births last time, and I can't remember if I ended up putting makeup on maybe to go home, but makeup was not a priority to me. It might seem like it now to me, like I really want makeup and nice pictures, but when you're in the moment, like makeup for me at least was the last thing that I was thinking about. So I'm gonna try not to bring too much makeup, at least not like a full face worth. So here is another one of the Gorilla Grips bags. These were super cheap on Amazon. I know there's another brand that makes these reusable bags, but they're really expensive. And I feel like these ones will be just fine, especially if I have to put something like wet in one of the bags. I think it's really convenient. You could also use regular Ziploc bags too, but I actually plan on repurposing these for some of the kids' art supplies afterwards, so that's why I got them. I have this sponge in here, this body scrubber. This came with one of my bump boxes. Otherwise, I would probably just use whatever towels they provide. I know a lot of people don't like them, but again, the last thing I want to be doing is bringing home a wet, soggy towel from our house and laundering that. So I'm just gonna suck it up for the 1 or 2 showers that I take there and, you know, leave all that there. I have some body wash. This is Clean On Me Soap and Glory. It was just a little travel size one I had from one of my kits. I have conditioner. This is Beauty and Planet brand, just a little inexpensive travel size one from Target. Another advent calendar item. This is the Purity facial cleanser, so I brought that. A razor. I'm one of those people that has to shave every day or I feel disgusting, or at least like during my first shower there, like I want to shave and just try and feel the best that I can, even though I know that's hard after birth, but a shower does make you feel a little bit better. Then I just got this big bottle of shampoo in case my husband wants to shower there too. I'm sure he will want to, so we could both use this shampoo. I don't think he'll use the conditioner, but we can share the shampoo and the body wash. I hope I'm giving you guys some ideas thus far. If you want to bring more or less, that's totally up to you. This is just what's personally going to be working for me this third go around. I also have to remember to put my thyroid medication in the bag. I don't know if they'll have that medication there available, if they can just give it to me, or if I'm even supposed to take it, but I want to have it on hand. I do not want to mess with my thyroid, because when I don't take my medication for that, I do not feel well at all. So I just want to make sure that I stay on top of it. I'm also going to be bringing some slides. I'm going to wear the slides to the hospital, and those are the slides I'm going to wear the whole time while I'm there in the shower, wipe them off with the hospital towels and everything. I don't want to be dealing with multiple pairs of shoes or bring like my nice slippers from home and be like walking on the hospital floor like where everybody else puts their shoes, if you know what I mean. Kind of feel like a germaphobe, but I don't want to be bringing home stuff that has been like touching the hospital. I don't know. That's just me. I worked in a hospital before, so think about it. Somebody is wearing their shoes, you know, in the hallways, in a sick patient's room or the OR, and then they're coming into your room, and then they're walking back in the hallways in somebody else's room. So I just don't want to be dealing with any of the hospital stuff. I don't know. That's just me, but maybe you're not like that and you would prefer to bring your own like socks or slippers. Totally fine too. So this came in my bump box. It is a sleep mask. If I can recommend one thing to you guys, it's to bring an eye mask, because my first labor and delivery, I was in a room where it didn't have proper shades. So the sun was beaming in at 5:30 in the morning, and it was supposed to be my time to like rest, and I couldn't do it. So I learned quickly for my next birth to bring an eye mask, because that really would have helped out in that situation. And it also helped to kind of let the nurses know, like, hey, I'm sleeping right now. At least with my second birth, they didn't like come in the room as often. In the first one they were in there, it felt like every few minutes, it felt like somebody was like coming in and like, I don't want to say bothering me, because they were doing their jobs, you know, but in a sense it's kind of bothering you when you're trying to sleep. You know, you're in active labor, or you had just given birth and you really need to catch up on a little bit of rest just to feel better. So I learned to bring one of these, and it definitely helped me out last time, and I definitely plan on using this all over again. As far as the bag itself, I can't remember if I showed this or not. It's just one of those like Victoria's Secret tote bags. I used this one last time as well. I do have like a nicer duffel bag, but I'm totally fine with bringing this. Again, like less is more, less of my nicer things with me at the hospital is fine. But I'm also packing my bag super early. I don't know if I mentioned also, because I'm having mono-di twins. I'm 30.5 weeks now, but really anything can happen in the twin world, so I just wanted to be prepared ahead of time. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the clothing items that I have as well. Just kept it really simple, and I hope I'm giving you guys some ideas, and I'm going to be sharing the twin stuff as well. This is another item. I don't find this one necessary to bring at all. I'm just bringing it this time because it was in my bump box subscription and I haven't used it yet. But it is a water bottle that says Feel and Fly as a mother, so you can get refillable water there. They usually have their own. I'm just bringing it simply because I haven't used it yet and I want to use it before this whole thing is over with. So I'm going to be bringing that. Also, just some nursing pads. I don't plan on nursing the twins. I plan on using formula right away, and I'm actually proud to say that out loud, because I feel like when you go to the hospital, the biggest push is to nurse your babies, which is totally fine if you want to do that. If you can do that, if you are able to, you're willing to take that on, you think that's best, that is great. But I quickly learned that it was not for me after my firstborn, and I really needed help feeding the babies through the night. I needed help, you know, as I was recovering. So I learned that formula feeding actually worked best for our family, and I felt really guilty about it in the beginning. So that's my little story on that. So with my second, I said right away, I said, please do not bother me on this subject. I want to formula feed. And they never bothered me on that subject again. So that's what I plan on doing again this time, especially with twins. I don't have any plans of doing so. So I just want to bring these for after, and some tight-fitting sports bras, and be done with that. That's just my personal preference. If you want to do something else, that is great for you, but for me, I know that that is where it works best, and when I can have help, it definitely, you know, keeps me mentally sane and a better version of myself for my family. So that is what we will be doing this time as well. Okay, I'm just going to share with you guys a few of the clothing items that I am bringing for myself. I'm keeping it pretty minimal because I feel like I will mostly be in the hospital gown and then switching to my clothes like towards the latter half of this day. But I did bring 2 compression sports bras. I already talked about why earlier in the video, just for comfort as well. I want something comfortable. I'm going to be bringing some, let's see, are these them? Yeah, some black pajama pants. I've had these forever. They're just DKNY brand from Costco, and like a peacock blue colored t-shirt, maybe for the day that I shower. After I get out of the shower, I'll put that on. and then a black jogger set for going home. It's just a t-shirt and pants. Highly recommend black pants, just because you have a lot going on down there. And the last thing I wanted to do was like come home with like visible items, and there might be like guests in your home or family members, so I just felt most comfortable wearing black home. So that's just a little recommendation that I have. If you want to wear a bright color, by all means go ahead. And then also I have this robe from Aldi grocery store. My mom got it for me last birth, so I wanted to bring that again. It's super duper soft. So now I'm going to show you guys what's in the hospital bag for the twins. This is actually a diaper bag that was gifted to me back when I had Max. It was for a collaboration on YouTube. But it's tan with this like aqua blue interior. It's a backpack, which is really cool, but it has a long strap as well, so that's going to be really handy because my husband's most likely going to be having to carry this all. I can't remember with my last two if I had like a separate bag for them or not, but this time I'm definitely bringing a separate bag because I plan to take home any extra like diapers, wipes, or formula that we don't use. If you didn't know that, you usually can do that at the hospital, so I plan on bringing home any and every extra that we have because, believe it or not, you do pay for it through your insurance and all that. It's not like you're just taking it, and they only let you take so much anyway, so it's not like you can have a free-for-all and take a bunch of diapers and formula. But any extras that we have, I do plan on bringing home, so let me show you guys what's inside. I went really minimal just because I know as a third-time pregnant mom that the hospital does provide a good amount of like diapers, wipes, formula, and also little t-shirts and hats. So when they're in the hospital, they're just going to be wearing that because they're constantly checking the babies for things. So I wanted to just keep the outfits to a minimum on things that I wanted them to wear when they come home or for specific pictures. So basically in the two brown boxes are their swaddle and hat sets for their like announcement photos, as well as their little name signs right here that I got on Etsy. I have this little footprint that came in one of my bump boxes, so I'm just bringing that in case we want to use it. 2 pairs of booties for the going home outfits, which are in this bag with their little personalized hats that I made them. Just one little set of man pacifiers. Those are my favorite ones, and they're really inexpensive. They actually came out with cuter colors now since my other 2 boys were born. I had one binky baby and one that didn't like them, so I don't know how the twins will be, but I'm gonna bring them just in case. Just this little waffle weave blanket from Amazon. This is going to be for their announcement picture to go underneath them. Hopefully all goes well and we can get really cute photos of them. And that's pretty much all that I'm going to bring. I might put some like little white baby socks in there. Maybe an extra pair of like sleepers. But that's pretty much it. And that's what they're going to be using because they'll be using the hospital things. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and it gave you some ideas on what to bring in your hospital bag, which you might and might not need. You'd be surprised. But if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye!